Hello! Day 8 na, panghuli na itong training na atinan ko dito kay Dean Graciusi. Ang bisita ngayon, walang iba, ang tao ay mahilig sa signature talk. Sino yung merong signature talk? Kilala nyo ba? Walang iba kundi si Pete Vargas. Pete Vargas. Okay? Panoorin natin si Pete Vargas kung ano yung mga sinasabi niya dito. Kung ano yung mga signature talk niya.
He knows what it's like to have something in here and want to share and feel hopeless. How do you do it? What do you mean? People are going to pay me for what I know. And now he's living an abundant life with his amazing family, his awesome wife. They're doing great things. So without further ado, could we give it up for my dear friend, Pete Vargas?
Yeah, man. I feel so crazy. I'm like a few feet away from you, but we wanted to really honor social distancing. I think that's incredible. I'm a few feet away from Dean here on vacation, but when Dean said, Pete, I want you to share kind of what's been so big for you for the last 20 years, but especially in the last 6 weeks, I said, count on it, man. I'm coming in. So, Dean, I'm excited to be here.
Good to have you here, man. So I know you got one of your strategies that you're crushing it on that you want to share. So I think if you could deliver that, you guys are going to be blown away at just more of the opportunities. Remember, it's like anything. We need to get you in the game. But once you're in the game playing, there's all these different roads that you can go down that can get you the same end result. And Pete's got one, especially in today's time when there's not a lot of in-person stages. So I'm gonna just put it back on you, Pete. Rock the world, brother.
Yeah, man, I'm excited to be here, everybody. Hey, I'm actually at KBB headquarters. I'm in the knowledge industry. And Dean is, I've been so fired up. Like, over the last 8 days, will you give Dean some love in the chat for what he's delivered? Like, I'm watching the chat right now, and I want to have you see that Dean has not just helped me once, not just twice, but 3 times in the last decade. And guys, what he's delivered in 8 days is out of this world. And I just want you to him love, like all, 3,500, 4,000 of you give him love for what he's done. Like, he's helped you with your mindset, your niche, your ideal clients, ethical persuasion. I love that. It sounds so much better than sales. Building community, story teach tool yesterday, brought the noise, the website that KBB provides. And today, Dean, I think it's really, really important for me to show them the fastest way to get eyeballs on their website that is part of the KBB system. And so I want to show them how to get eyeballs to that website faster than anything. I've not only proven that over the last 20 years, but especially over the last 6 weeks, Dean. And that's the strategy that I want to talk about today. But I just want to share something with you guys today. Dean shared this powerful story, and I don't think he gave himself enough credit. This man, Daryl Scott, whose daughter was the first girl killed at Columbine, she left her family with 6 diaries, and she wrote a paper. And I'm going to come back to this paper because it became the foundation of her dad getting into the knowledge industry. It was called My Ethics, My Codes of Life. She stood for something, Dean. And every single one of the people on this call stand for something today. Rachel stood for something. She said, I have this theory that if one person will go out of their way to show compassion, that it'll start a chain reaction of the same. People will never know how far a little kindness can go. When her dad read that after she was killed, and he found it underneath her bed, he started a movement in the knowledge industry to go take compassion into schools across the world. What, compassion?
Forward lang natin para medyo maganda ang topic.
Going to get myself on other people's digital stages because I was a guy that got eyeballs at physical stages. So my event had been canceled. All the events I had 4 trips with my son, they had been canceled. And we had lost $4 or $5 million in revenues. And so Dean said, cool, you're going to get on other people's digital stages. That's number 1. He said, what's the second thing you're going to do? I said, I'm going to actually build my own stage. I'm going to build my own challenge. And that was number 2. Let's build your own challenge. And then he said, what's number 3? And it's something we're going to do in the fall, which is irrelevant. And he said, cool, you got your 3. Go focus on those. And the reoccurring theme of what happened for Rachel's challenge and what happened for me is one of the fastest ways to get eyeballs on your website is by actually getting on other people's stages, I like to call them, other people's platforms. And here's why. Some disagree with me, and this is okay. Some disagree with me on this, but it takes time. The reality, real talk, it takes time to build a community. I've been doing this for 4 or 5 years. A community doesn't get built overnight. Dean has the community that he has, and he's been in the game for a long time because he's consistently built a community for decades. Like, I'm just going to tell you, if anybody tells you different, I love Rachel Miller, and I actually apply her principles. I bought her course, a course that you guys get access to in KBB, but it takes time to build a community. What if you could go get your message the way that Brendan taught you yesterday in front of people who've already built the communities? That's the fastest path to getting eyeballs on your website. And if you take what Brendan said yesterday and you couple it with what I'm going to say today, for those of you that are taking action in KBB and not just taking advice and consuming, but actually taking action, ideally working with Dean and his team. For some of you that I know it's a financial strain, maybe it's implementing on your own, but I know the majority of you know that that's working with them. I want you to take what Brendan took yesterday, and I want you to understand really briefly today about 11 different stages that you can be on.
See? Yun yung mga sinasabi niya. So, base dun sa mga training mula 1, ito ni Robbins, hanggang sa day 8, so which is continuation para sa journey ng entrepreneur, journey ng business mo. So, unti-unti mo siyang malalaman. So, you need to apply, kaso lang, hindi madali. You need to study more, and learn and apply. So, ganun lang yan. Okay guys, so that's all. So, you have an idea kung sino-sino yung mga tao na yan. At pwede nyo silang bisitahin. Tingnan nyo yung website nila, tingnan nyo yung mga social media nila. So, that's it. That's the journey of the training. Okay guys, have a nice day and sana may napulot kayong mga konting idea kahit dun sa sinasabi lang nila na pwede nyo ma-apply sa sarili nyo. Alright? So, take care and grace be with you all. Bye-bye.